Hello everyone, welcome to this video presentation. In this presentation, we'll see how we can migrate users' profiles from one computer to another. So in this exercise, we have a Windows 10 computer that we have in this computer several users. If I go here to my computer management under the local users, so I see here multiple users, admin, administrator, John, Maria, Sam, and Simon. All these users are users on this computer. Each one of them has something on their desktop. I just created something on the John desktop called John desktop folder. In John documents, I created John document folder just to do the test when we migrate to see that this stuff will be transferred over. So here I will log in with the administrator account. So as you can see, I have all the users here. And we are simulating that we want to transfer all the users here from this computer to a new computer. So in my case, I will be creating a new virtual machine with Windows 11, and we want to transfer everything from this Windows 10 to the Windows 11. So I will create a new virtual machine. So I will call it PC3-Win11. This machine is called PC1-Win10. This is called PC3-Win11. I will save it under my C drive here, in my case under the VMS folder. I will choose my ISO file. I have Windows 11 Enterprise Evaluation. I will click on Skip Unattended Installation. For the rest, everything should be okay. Hard disk is 80 GB. That's correct. That's correct for now. So I click on Finish, and I will start my virtual machine. Of course, I will be pausing during the installation because I will not be waiting for the installation step by step. So here I press any key to start booting from the CD. The procedure, I have it already in a work order here. This is what we received as a work order that we have to follow. So here, let's just start this installation. So I accept the license agreement. Next, it's a custom installation. This is my 80 GB hard disk. Next, and I'll let it install. So just to go over here, what we need to do, we need to transfer settings and files from the Windows 10 computer to another Windows computer. In this case, it will be a Windows 11 one. So we need to make sure that both computers are connected to the same network so we can transfer files between them. So we'll do that later on. So we will set up a specific IP address for each one of them with the subnet mask as a temporary network for these two computers to connect to each other. Here, there is a link to a folder that we'll need. This folder we will need later on because I will show you what it has. So what we need to do here on the PC3-Win10, when we finish, we'll create two folders on the C drive. One for the migration store, so it's called MIG store. The other one is USMT. USMT stands for User State Migration Tool. So this is the tool that we will use. This we have to download from Microsoft website, and we will install on our destination computer, on our Windows 11 computer. And we will use a command line to migrate all the user state from the Windows 10 computer to this new Windows 11 computer. So I will pause the video now. When it finishes installation, I will come back. Okay, so it finished the first portion. Okay, instead of searching for updates, I will just disconnect the network so it does not go check for updates because it's a waste of time. I don't need it to download updates now. So all I did, I just went to device network and I clicked on this one, so to disconnect the network. So now I'll enter admin as username because we cannot use administrator because it's already a built-in account, but it's disabled by default. So I put the password, repeat the password, and I answer questions. I usually turn off all of these settings. Okay, so the installation is finished here. What I will do to start with, I will enable the administrator account. So I'll go to computer management because everything I will do, I will be doing with the administrator account. Even though admin, which is the user that I'm logged in right now, is an administrator, but it's not as powerful as the administrator of any Windows computer. So I'll just right click, go to properties, uncheck account disabled to enable the account. Of course, I have to set a password. So I will right click, set password, and I will set my password. So now I will sign out and sign back in with admin, with administrator. So I'll select administrator. Next thing I need to do, I need to install guest edition. So I'll just go click on devices, click on insert guest edition CD image. That will insert the image in my CD drive of this virtual machine. Next step, I need to run the installation. Okay, again, I'll turn off all settings here. This appears because it appears for each profile. So it's the first time I log in with administrator. That's why everything appears here. So now I will go to my Windows Explorer, to my CD drive, and run the guest edition installation. So I take all the defaults. I don't change anything. I need to make sure also that I rename the computer with the right name. So I will not restart the computer right now. I will just click, I want to manually restart it later. I will right click here, go system, and make sure that the computer name is right. Of course, by default, the computer name is desktop-8 characters. So I will rename it to PC3-Win11. Then I will restart now. Meanwhile, I can check this is PC1-Win10. And if I check internally inside Windows, what's the computer name? It's PC1-Win10, so the computer name here is correct. Next step, I need to make sure that these two computers are connected to the same network. So this one is on NAT. So I'll just go here to the network and I will choose host only adapter. Let me log in here first. So here, if I go to devices network, during the setup, I unchecked this one because I disconnected the network so it does not go on the internet. I can click again here to enable it, but I can do it in a different way also. So if I click on network settings, first of all, instead of NAT, I need to change it to host only adapter also. So it will be connected to the same network as this one. And I see here that the cable is not connected because I disconnected it by going to here, and clicking on this one. So either I click on this one once more, so it will connect it, or I click on here, it will connect it. Both of them are the same thing. So I'm trying to just to adjust. Okay, so now I have this is in a split screen here. Let's go check what are the IP addresses that I need to set. For my Windows 11 computer, I need to set the address 192.168.100.104 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. So I'll right click on the network here, go network and internet settings. I will go to Ethernet here, IP assignment. By default, it's automatic DHCP. I need to change it to manual. I need to set up IP version 4. So the IP address I want is 192.168.100.104. The subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Here I have an extra 5. I don't need a gateway or DNS for this exercise, so I will not put any gateway or DNS. I'll save the setting. I need to change the IP address of my Windows 10 computer also. So I'll right click on the network here. On Windows 10, I go to Open Network and Sharing Center. I click on Ethernet here, Properties, Internet Protocol version 4, and I set my IP address here, which is 192.168.100.101, and the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. So now these two computers are physically on the same network. Next step, I need to create here 2 folders on my C drive. So if I scroll down here, I need on PC3 Win11 to create these 2 folders, Migration Store and USMT. USMT is the tool that we're going to be using, User State Migration Tool. So let's create first the 2 folders here. Let me eject the VirtualBox CD from here. On the C drive, I will create 2 folders, USMT and Migration Store. And I need to share these folders so I can access them from the Windows 10 computer. So to share the folder, I right click on folder, right click, go to properties, sharing. I will use advanced sharing, share the folder. The share name is USMT. Under the permission, I will give everyone full control. So now I share this folder so it is accessible from anybody, from any computer on the network. I will share also the migration store, right click, properties, sharing, advanced sharing, share the folder, set the permission to everyone, allow full control. When you look here, you will see this is the path for the share folder, //pt3.win11 /big Always a shared folder. The path for a shared folder is / computer name, which is this computer name, / the share name. This is the name of the share big store. Okay. So the other one is / pc3-win11 /USMT. So if I check here, this is the share name. So these are this path here. I will use them on the other computer to share these folders. So if I go here right now on this PC, I have the C drive and the CD-ROM. I don't have any other network drives. I will do the mapping using a command prompt. Of course, I can do it also from a graphical interface, but I will do it in the command prompt. So the command to map a network drive is net space use space. The drive letter that I will be using, like here I have the C, the D, so I cannot use them. So usually I will take drive letters in the end of the alphabet. So here it's telling me I will use the drive X. So I will use X colon space. It's very important to put the space here. And then the path that I told you, which is / computer name / share name. So backslash backslash computer name, and the computer name share name is not case sensitive. The whole command is not case sensitive. It could be uppercase, lowercase, it doesn't matter. So the first one is USMT. So it will map the drive X to this folder, the USMT. So it will add here drive X. So when I hit enter here, the command completed successfully. I see here that this is the USMT folder, which is this folder here. Right now it's empty, and here you will see it's empty also. Okay. Now I need to share the second folder, which is the migration store. So for the migration store, I will use the same command, but with a different drive letter and different path. So here it will be net space use space. I will use the letter Y column space and the path backslash backslash pc3 dash win 11 backslash mig store. So this is my path, and when I hit enter, it will add here my mapped drive, the mig store here. And also this is empty because I haven't put anything in it yet. Okay, so I did this mapping now. Now I need to download and install the user state migration tool. So I will go ahead and search for, I will go on, okay, as a matter of fact, I did a mistake here. I should have went there before I changed the IP address and the network. So I will do it on my host computer. I will download the user state migration tool utility on my host computer. So here I will go to user state migration tool on Microsoft site, and I will download it. Basically, it's the Windows ADK. This is what we need. User state migration tool is part of the Windows ADK. So I will just download the Windows ADK. So I will check this is the version that I want. So I will transfer it from my host computer to the virtual machine. Okay, so I copied it from my host computer to my downloads folder here. So I will run the installation. So the Windows ADK, or Windows Assessment and Deployment Toolkit, has lots of utilities. For this exercise, we need only the user state migration tool. Here, I will not send anything to Microsoft. I accept the license agreement, and I need to uncheck everything because I don't need everything. I just need the user state migration tool. The rest I will remove, and I click on install. Oh, it needs the internet. So I will, yeah, this is my mistake. So I will plug it back to the internet. I will download it, and then I will pause the video. I will be back. Okay, so I plugged it back to the NAT, and I removed the IP address. So now it's installing. After it finishes installing, I will disconnect the network, plug it back to the host only adapter. Okay, so now I can just plug back this network to host only adapter. And I will change the network setting back to manual. So this was 100, 104. Okay, so now this is done. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to copy the content of the user state migration tool folder in this folder. These are the two folders that I create that are empty right now, but I need to put here the content of the user state migration tool utility itself. So I can find this under the C drive, program files x86, Windows kits, 10, assessment and deployment kit, user state migration tool, AMD 64, and I will select everything here by clicking Control A, copy, and then I will go to the USMT folder, which is under the C drive, the one that I created, and I will paste everything here. Okay. So right now, just for you to notice something, here I have several users created. If I go to local users and groups, users, I have all these users, admin, administrator, John, Maria, Sam, and Simone. But here I don't have, I only have admin and administrator. I have only admin and administrator. The other thing here I have under the C drive, I need to create here some data that I want to transfer over as well. So it's part of the work order here. I already downloaded it here, but if you go to the work order here, I'm not able to open it. Oh, it's here. Okay, in the here you have two links, one for the research app.zip, one for the folders.xml. We need these two files. The research app.zip is just a bunch of folders and subfolders that I just created, so we can just have some data that we want to transfer over to see if it was going to be transferred or not. So this is the research app.zip. So I'll just extract it. I will put it on the C drive. So I'll put it here for now. Okay, so I'll just move it from here, put it on the C drive so that I don't need it anymore. So this is just a structure of folders and files that I want to check that they will be transferred over on the other side. Okay, the folder.xml, this will be using this file. If I edit it here, we'll see that this file is to point that I need to transfer over also whatever is under the C drive research app folder, which I just copied here. So this is what I need to transfer as folders. If I have other folders to transfer, I could add them also as well here. So they will transfer those folders as well. So this is just an example to show you how we can transfer folders plus the user's profile and states. Okay, so let's go back here. So we did all that. Now we need to create a config.xml file in which we're going to scan the state of this computer, the Windows 10 computer, and we're going to create a file called config.xml that has all the information that we need for the migration. So I have to open the command prompt here. We need to go to the X drive. Remember, the X drive is the USMT one that has all the utilities for USMT. That's why we shared it so we can access the utility from this computer. So the command will be scan state :I for import mig app migration app.xml space /import migrate user.xml slash generate config. So it will create a config file, which is config.xml. and I hit enter. So it will scan this computer, the Windows 10 computer, for the applications, for the users, and it will generate a config file. Okay, so I did a mistake here. I have first to be on the X drive. So I have to click X, enter, colon, enter. So now I am on the X drive. Now I can type the same command again. So it gives me an error again. An error occurred processing the command. I probably mistyped something. Oh, there is a typo here in the beginning of my command. It's I, there is no U here. So as you can see, it scanned, it found all the users. It scanned all the users and it generated the config file here. So after the config file is generated, we want to open it with Notepad. This config file, as you can see here, is the first one on top here because I'm sorted with the date. So this is the one that it just created. If I just open it with Notepad, you will see that by default it will upgrade, it will save the desktop, my documents, picture, videos, and so on. And the shared videos, music, document, every one of them, as you can see, migrate, yes, migrate, yes. Here in this example, we want to show you how we can define if maybe we don't want to migrate the shared pictures. So for the shared pictures here, I'll just type no instead of yes. Okay, so the shared pictures, it will not migrate them. If I have something else that I don't want to migrate, I can just make it no here. Okay. Now that we finished, we will save this file again because we just modified it. And we need to put the folders.xml file that we created, that we downloaded earlier, this one, we need to put it also in the same folder here of the USMT folder. So I'll just move it here, okay, because we're going to use it. Now we're going to run another scan state, okay, because we will include the folders that we added here, and the config file is already created. We're going to just use the config file. So we'll go to the command prompt again, and we will use the scan state, and then we will put the whatever we will migrate will be in the y column backslash, which is the mig store folder, slash I column mig app.xml slash I mig user.xml slash I folders or folder. Is it folder or folders? Make sure that folders. So it is folders.xml slash config column config.xml. Let me double check that I did not make a typo. I think I'm good. I'll hit enter. Starting the migration process. If I go to the U drive here, the mix store, so it is creating the migration here. So this is kind of a backup. So this is kind of a backup of this profile. I can take it Here I'm showing you that how we can do it when we have two computers connected together, but I can take this folder here, this file. This is the migration file. I can take it on a USB key and bring it to another computer and import that on the other computer. Okay, of course I need to have the deployment toolkit installed on the other computer. So in this case, we will go to that computer to do that. So here, I will go to the Windows 11 computer, which is this one here. I will open a command prompt here. I will go to the USMT folder. So I will go cd USMT. So I'm right now in the USMT folder of this computer. And I will use the command the load state. Here we use the scan state. Here we'll use the load state. Okay, so we load state from the folder c:\mixstore. And it's not case sensitive. It could be uppercase, lowercase, it doesn't matter. Slash import column app.xml slash I column user.xml slash import folders.xml, and we will create password 01 for all the users because we don't know the password for the users. And we hit enter. So as you can see, it's migrating John, administrator, admin, all the users. If I look here, it should appear here on my profile here, the folder that we had in this computer here. It just appeared here. You see this administrator, he has this administrator desktop folder, which is here. Administrator also, let's say here on the documents, he has administrator document folder. If I go here, it should be transferred as well. And so on. So it should have transferred all the users, not only the administrator, which is currently logged in. So to test, let's just close that. I will sign out. First of all, I can see that all the users are already here. I can sign out and pick up any of the users. Let's take Sam or Simon. Do I have the right password? Okay, my password doesn't work. Let me try another user. Okay, maybe I mistyped the password when I created the. Just 1 second. Yeah, probably I mistyped the password. So let me go back here, reset the password. Come on. Okay, so I'll go to computer management. Maybe in the command line I mistyped it, or I put capital or something. So let me just reset all the passwords here for the users. Okay, so I reset all the passwords. Let's try again. Okay, let's log in with Simone here as well. So Simone has a folder here on the desktop, and she has a folder on her documents. So let's see when she logs in if she has these folders. Okay, so let's accept that. Close that. So on the desktop, I can see that she has the Simone desktop folder. If I go here to her documents, I should see Simone document folder also. So everything his was transferred. What I need to check also is the research app folder that I had on the desktop here. Was it transferred or not? So let's double check. Go to the C drive. We have a research app folder here that was transferred. Let's check it. I have two folders, accounting. So everything seems to be transferred. So that was how to transfer user profiles from one computer to the other user state using user state migration tool. See you in the next video.